Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see one of the aptitude concept which is nothing but averages. Observe the formulas here. An average is nothing but equal distribution of sum of n values over all the n values, right? The formula itself suggests that average is nothing but sum of all the elements by the number of elements. For example, let me take three values, then its average will be sum of all the elements 1 plus 2 plus 3 divided by the number of elements. How many elements are there? 3, right? So we need to write like this. It will give you the average of these three numbers. And observe here, always the average lies between the minimum element and the maximum element. Observe here, 3 plus 3, 6, right? 6 by 3 is how much? 2. Now what is the minimum element in this? 1. This is the minimum element. What is the maximum element in this? Max is 3, right? As you can observe this example, the average always lies in between minimum element and the maximum element. And some points to remember. If you can able to remember these points, you can solve some questions directly. Observe, for every element present in this list or a given list, if you added a k, means constant, to this all the elements, then the new average will be the old average plus k. Now let me tell you an example. 1, 2, 3 are the old values, right? We got the average as 2. Now let me add a value 3 to all these elements. Now 1 plus 3 how much? 4. 2 plus 3 how much? 5. 3 plus 3 how much? 6, right? Now what is the new average? 6 plus 4 10 plus 5 15. 15 by 3 means what? 5, right? Now as you can observe, if I add plus 3, means k value as plus 3 to all the elements, then my new average has become as 5, means what? The old average plus 3, right? Similarly, new average equal to old average plus k. So if you subtract a k constant from all the elements, the new average will be old average minus k. Similarly, if you multiply every element with a constant k, the new average will be old average into k. And if every element is divided by a constant k, the new average will be old average by k. Okay, try to remember these formulas and observe an example here. Here you taken the elements, right? And the old average is what? The sum of elements by the number of elements. You got the old average as 40. Now every element is incremented by 5, then element will become as what? 15. This element will become as 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. When you compute this average, new average will be what? New average will be, we are adding 5, right? So old average plus 5 means old average is 40 and the k constant value is 5. So the new average will be 45. Similarly, if every element is decremented by 5, then its new average will be old average minus 5. If every element is multiplied by 5, then new average will be old average into 5. Divided by 5, then new average will be old average divided by 5. Clear? These are the examples for the previous formulas. And now observe the formulas here. There are two groups, okay? Group A and group B. And the number of elements in group A is n and the average of elements present in group A is an. Similarly, the number of elements in group B is m and the average is am. Okay? And now observe, if you are having groups like this and if you mix the groups, the new average will become as n into an plus m into am by the total number of elements is what? N plus m, right? Observe this formula. Average of both the groups is n into an plus m into am by n plus m. Now observe here, example, A group having 5 elements means what? The number of elements in A group is 5 and the average of these elements is what? 3, right? 5 into 3 plus the number of elements in group B is what? 3 and the average of those elements is what? 10. Now n1 plus n2 means what? 5 plus 3, right? Now as you can observe, this is just like this example, right? N into an plus m into am by n plus m. You compute it and you will get the average as 45 by 8. Clear? And the next thing is, observe here some problems related to averages. There are 9 persons went to a hotel, okay, and 8 of them spent Rs 12 each. Means out of 9 persons, 8 persons, each person spent 12 rupees. Means what? Total 96 rupees spent by 8 persons. Now what? The ninth person spends 8 more than average expenditure. Means what? What is average? Let the person 1 P1, P2 spended, like this, so on. P8 plus P9, right? P9 by 9. This is the average, right? This is what we call, this is average A. Now observe what they told. The P9 person spends how much money? 8 more than the average, right? But 8% spent how much? 96 rupees, right? Which means 96 plus the ninth person spending is 8 plus A by 9 equal to A, right? When you compute this, what will happen? 96 plus 8 is how much? 104, right? 104 plus A equal to 9A, and A equal to 104 by 8, right? What you will get? 8 ones are 8, 13 rupees. Means average has become 13. Now what is they asking? They are asking what is the total bill, right? For 8 persons, what is the bill? 96 rupees. And for the ninth person, what they told you? He spent 8 more than average, right? Which means what? Just observe here. 8 more than average. Average is what? 13. 13 plus 8 is how much? 21. So 96 plus 21 you need to add to get the total bill. Means 7 and 11. So the total bill is 117 rupees. Okay. And observe this problem. The average age of class of 39 students is 15 years. Means what? Student 1, student 2, so on. We are having 39 students divided by 39. This is average, right? What is the age? 15 years. And similarly, if the age of teacher is included, then average increases by 3 months. 3 months means what? 3 by 12 means 1 by 4 years. The incrementation has been done. When the teacher age is also included, means what? The 39 students as it is, and the teacher age has been added. Means so what? 40 people, right? And the average will be what? Initial average is 15 and it is incremented by 1 by 4. Done up to this. And we know that S1 plus S2 so on up to 39 is how much? 39 into 15, right? 39 into 15, right? And see here, plus T equal to, I will take this side 40, and when I take this LCM up to this, means what? 4, 15 4s are 60, right? And plus 1 means what? 61 by 4 means 4 tens are 40. You will get 6 10 this side. Means what? T equal to 610 minus this value, right? 39 into 15. Now let me compute 39 into 15, okay? 39 into 15 is nothing but 585, okay? 585. Now observe, 610 minus 585, right? What is the value? Is nothing but 25. So the teacher age will be how much? 25, right? This is the teacher age T we had taken initially, and we got that value, which is nothing but 25 years. Done. And observe the next problem. There are 35 students in hostel, okay? Previously there are 35 students, and due to admission of 7 new students, the daily expense of mess was increased by 42. Now observe, just a minute. First we need to take 35 students, right? S1 so on up to S35 divided by 35, right? Average means 35. Let the average be X, for example, okay? And what they told us, the daily expense of mess was increased by 42 rupees and the average was diminished by 1 rupee, right? Means what? If they added 7 people, means what? 7 students, then it will become as what? As 42 students, right? 42. Now the average has become what? X minus 1, because they given that average expenditure was diminished by 1. But what they told, The daily mess expenditure was incremented by 42 rupees, which means what? When you subtract the expenditure 2 here, let the expenditure 2 and expenditure 1 here, when you subtract expenditure 1 from expenditure 2, you are getting a difference of 42. Means what? S1 plus so on up to S35 is what? The initial expenditure, right? 35x. Similarly, here S1 plus so on plus S42 students. Expenditure is how much? Expenditure 2. 42x minus 42 because 42 into x minus 1, right? Now what they told us, this difference is equal to 42 rupees, right? Now means what? 42x minus 42 minus 35x equal to what? Difference is 42. Now observe 42x minus 35x. What we are going to get? 7x, right? 7x equal to 42 plus 42. How much we will get? 42 plus 42 is 84, right? 84. Means 7 will cancel how many times? 7 on the 7, 12. Means x equal to 12. So what? It means what? The initial average expenditure is 12 rupees. Now what they are saying? What was the original expenditure of the mess? What was the original expenditure of the mess? X, this is right, expenditure 1 means 35x. Means 35 into x value is 12, right? Now let me compute that and tell to you. 35 into 12 means 420. 420 is the initial expenditure. Done? And observe this. A batsman scores 87 runs in the 17th innings and thus increases his average by 3. Means what? Let a person, a batsman, right? His innings, right? Let it be innings 1, innings 2, so on up to innings 16. Let his average be x, okay? And what they told, when he played the 17th innings and he made 87 runs, then his average is incremented by 3. Means what? Innings 1, innings 2, so on up to innings 16 plus what? In innings 17 he made 87 runs, right? By 17 equal to what is the average? Average was incremented by 3, right? Initial average is x, but it is incremented by 3 plus 3. Now you can see here I1 plus I2 up so on up to I16 we can represent as what? 16x, right? If you go this side, right? Okay. So you replace here. Means what? 16x plus 87 equal to, you multiply this, means what? 17x plus 17 3 is 51, right? And observe, when this goes this side and it goes this side, what will happen? 17x minus 16x means x equal to 87 minus 51. Done? Now let me compute it. 87 minus 51, 36, right? X equal to 36. Now what they are asking? They are asking the average after 17th innings. The initial average is x, right? After 17th innings, his average was incremented by 3. So what? After 17th innings, his average will be what? X plus 3, right? X plus 3 means 39. This is the average, right? And these are all the problems related to averages concept. Please go through it. Thanks for watching and please do like and subscribe for more videos in our channel.